Hello MeepVlogs. So I'm going to talk about fanfiction, if you guessed by the title. I think nowadays everyone has read fanfiction, in my generation anyway, because it is literally so easy to come across because we have so many different websites and you just go on there and read fanfiction about your favourite book and the characters that you want to be together, who aren't together, or when you ship people together, like YouTube. I know there will be Zalfie fanfiction, so Zoe and Alfie, and it's just everywhere. No matter what fandom you are in, there will be fanfiction. Literally, there will be. You just need to look for it. Because if you type in any fandom on the internet, it will come up with fanfiction for it. And I have written fanfiction too. And I started writing fanfiction when I was around 10. And it was Hermione, which is Draco and Hermione from Harry Potter. Because we used to play Harry Potter when we were little, when we used to pretend that we were a character. So I was Hermione and my friend was Ginny, I think. And we kind of changed the boys' brains because I didn't want to date Ron. Because if I had to date someone, then I would have dated Draco. I don't know why. Maybe it's got to do with Tom Felton. I do love Tom Felton. I can't speak today. Tom Felton, I do love him. I also like Sam Claflin, but Danielle ain't capable. And Abby will like kill me if I even set eyes on him, because Pirates of the Caribbean was on the other day and I was like, oh my god, Sam, and they were like, no, back off, and I was just kind of like, I'm okay to look at that. And I'm only using one hand because I've got my hand on it, by the way, in case you think that I'm being rude and just texting someone. I've got Wattpad up. So I did start writing fanfiction when I was 10, and I started reading fanfiction at 10, and I like how creative people are, but I don't really like it when they die, because I have cried so many times over fanfiction and it's unreal, because I'm just messaging my friends like, please help, I'm crying. But there's also sometimes where I'm like holding in laughter because I'm reading it at night and I'm just like, even though it's okay for me to be off this time, I do not want to burst out laughing because funny fanfiction. So the first fanfiction that I wrote was Just Go For It, which is Hermione, which I've already said, and on Wattpad it has had 2.49k, so 2,490 views, 121 votes and 2 comments. That's pretty good. Looks like this. And I need to turn the TV off in case it reflects on that. So it looks like this. And I think I did pretty well on it. It's got 50 parts and it has around 30,000 views on fanfiction.net, which I also like a lot. And I just wrote it when I was 10. I wrote it for around a year and that's how I got 50 parts. I'm gonna spoil it and say it ends happy. I couldn't kill either of them, that would have just been mean. So that's a bit of a spoiler, but I can't kill people. But I might be mean and kill people in my new fanfiction, so out. I'm just like, I might kill people, I might kill them. But overall, that was a good fanfiction. But when I reread it, I'm just kind of like, Ellie, what are you doing? I had to go through it and correct all the grammar mistakes and spelling mistakes, because I just copied and pasted it onto Wattpad, and obviously I did not spell check it that much, and I'm just like, oh my god, Ellie, what the hell are you doing? But in my defence, I was 10. I'm now 14, so my writing's good now. So the second fanfiction I've got is Should I Change My Mind? Another Hermione fanfiction. It's had 80 views, 5 votes and 4 comments, and it's got 3 parts. So that looks like that. Then I've got a bracing one. Right, this is where it starts getting weird. Abby, it wanted me to write a fanfiction about Brayson, which is a brick, and Jason out of Heroes of Olympus, because in Mark of Athena he got hit in the head by a brick because he left camp for a few months. They were just really angry and they just threw a brick at him, but he got hit in the head while trying to protect Piper, his girlfriend, so that was a bit awkward. And everyone writes fanfiction about it, and I don't really understand why, because I don't really ship it, but Abby wanted me to write the part, so I wrote 3. I'm doing the salute from the Hunger Games. Anyway, I wrote 3 parts, and it was originally a one-shot, but turned into a 3-shot. That's got 152 views, 7 votes and 4 comments. Thank you, by the way, if any of you have read the stories and voted. It means a lot. I also follow back, so I'll tell you the name at the end of it. I got another book, which I feel really new, and I didn't know I had that many views on it. Oh my god. Heroes of Olympus headcanons in one-shots. I haven't updated this in a while. It's got 6 parts, but only 5 of them are headcanons so far. And that's had 275 views, 14 votes and 3 comments. Again, thanks guys, if you've read it. Thank you. I've got another Heroes of Olympus one, because that was the last books that I read, so naturally I'm going to write about that. I've got one called Remember Me, which is Kalia, which is Calypso and Leo. I bet if you're not in this fandom, you're just like, what the hell is she on about? But don't worry, it'll be fine. And it's just basically a different ending to Blood of Olympus, which is the last book, but I do put a prologue in it at the start, so then you know what's going on. So it's not confusing. That's a 273 views, 9 votes and 17 comments. It's because someone, a very nice person that I can't remember the name of, they comment instead of vote, and I'm just like, thank you, because they kept on commenting and I was like, oh thanks, and I kept on replying. My last story is The Risk of Being Alive. This one is about a monster called a cazador, and it's a lion crossed with a bear crossed with a dog. There's them 3 in it, so there's a bear, dog and lion all mixed together to make a cazador, which means hunter in Spanish. I had to Google translate that. And I've got me, Abby, Caitlin and a random girl, and we just tried to survive. But in the latest part, in chapter 6 or part 6, I added some males into it, so I'll write more. It's not really worked, but I've got 7 parts now. but they're Rick Riordan's characters from Heroes of Olympus, but you don't need to read the books or anything, because they've not got the same powers or anything. They've just got the same appearance and names. That's all. That is all. So doesn't matter if you've read it or not. In total, I've got 165 votes on Wattpad, but I'm not sure if that's updated. I have 34 followers and 64 following, so I'm following 64. But I will follow you if you follow me. So if you follow me, then I'll follow you. That sounds really weird. My name is Ariana Katniss Granger. I'll put a link in the description. And I just have a Wattpad account, so then I can write updates when I'm feeling creative. Well, if you have a fanfiction that you want me to read, then you can just leave a link to it in the description, or just message me through Wattpad, because I will reply. I'm nice like that, and I'll move. But my profile looks like this. Yes, I have Dan as my profile picture. Don't judge me. I just love Dan. I liked it better in 2000 and whatever year that was. With his haircut. I don't really like his haircut right now. I think he needs to grow it a bit longer. Just a little bit longer. Anyway, in other news, on Friday, me, Caitlin, Abby and Danielle are going to a park near me, and we might vlog it, I'm not sure. But obviously it's going to be awkward because we can't include Caitlin. I might vlog on my phone, but I don't know yet. So if you get a vlog on Friday, good. But if you don't, then sorry, we couldn't vlog. Because Danielle and Caitlin are coming straight home from school to mine, and we're going to get changed at my house, while Abby lives near me but not right next to me. So she's going to get changed at her own house, and then we're going to meet up at the park. Oh, I said the park then, that would have been a bit dangerous. And yeah, we're just going to hang out a bit, because we never spend time together, and it's unfortunate that this couldn't come. Or at least that's the plan, just whether or not the plan actually gets put forward or not is the question. Hope it does. Danielle's really looking forward to it though. She's like, yes, I can't wait till Friday, and I'm just kind of like,